Hello Star Wars fans and collectors, it's me Jedi Master 98 back again with another Star Wars review. In today's review now we're going to take a look now at some more products from Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. In today's review we're going to take a look now at a figure from Wave 3 of the Rogue One figures to be released in the UK. The figure we're going to take a look at today is a character in the film that obviously is one of the main characters, one of the main heroes, but this figure and this character is in a different disguise. So the figure we're going to take a look at today is this one. It is Sergeant Jyn Erso, but obviously with this Sergeant Jyn Erso, this is her appearance on Scarif as an Imperial ground crew disguise. So this is Sergeant Jyn Erso. Very nice figure indeed. I managed to pick this figure up today at my local Tesco store. Obviously I went online and saw that Tesco were getting new waves of the Rogue One figures. Went down there this morning, picked up a couple of figures, so really pleased. So this is Sergeant Jyn Erso in her Imperial ground crew disguise. We'll take a look at her in a couple of minutes, but first we're going to take a look at the packaging that comes with this figure. As you see, this is the Rogue One packaging. You've got the Death Trooper logo at the top as usual. You've got the Star Wars Rogue One logo there. You've got a lovely bit of artwork of Jyn Erso in action with her Imperial ground crew disguise, obviously without the helmet. The plastic bubble that protects the figure, the accessory, the Hasbro and Disney logo and her name at the bottom. You've got some legal stuff and barcodes on the back. On the back you've got another image of Sergeant Jyn Erso in action. You've got the Rogue One logo yet again, a brief description of the character, the new app that they are promoting, is all legal and stuff on the back, so that's pretty cool. So that's the packaging. Like I said, this figure does come with an accessory. It does come with a very large bazooka or cannon, whatever you want to call it. Obviously the one thing I like about this is they've obviously got some safety parts at the front to stop young children swallowing. So all you do is just push it in, and you have to get your finger and just try and connect it, and it eventually moves out. So obviously that's the missile. You can just place that in the weapon and obviously it sticks. Decent weapon, but obviously this is for younger collectors, so I don't really display the figures with this, so that's the accessory. It does come with a barcode, obviously of the new app that they are promoting and everything. And there would be a set of instructions as well that come with this figure, but unfortunately these are the only two that come with it. So that's the accessories and the obviously app that they are promoting. I'll give you one last look at the packaging. Very nice packaging indeed of Sergeant Jyn Erso. Very, very cool. So that's the packaging for Sergeant Jyn Erso. Let's get this review underway. We'll start off with the articulation. Sergeant Jyn Erso, she does come with a swivel head, swivel left, swivel right arms, swivel left and swivel right legs. She does come with two Imperial ground crew battens, so it can obviously guide the ships in to land. You can remove them from her hand and place them on the back of Jyn Erso. Obviously in the first wave of figures, obviously I've just dropped that, sorry. In the first wave of Rogue One figures to be released in the UK and the US and around the globe, we did have the Imperial ground crew in wave 1. We only saw a glimpse of them on Scarif. So there you go. Obviously, and it keeps falling. So sorry about that guys. It will eventually fit. Right, hopefully this will fit this time. So obviously the battens can be placed on the back, which are very cool. She does come with a removable helmet. If I can remove it from her head. There we go. It's a bit stiff on my one, unfortunately. There you go. See, that's happened. So this is the Imperial ground crew's helmet, very similar to a Death Star Trooper. But the only issue I have with my one, it's a tiny little bit stiff on putting on and taking off, so you've just got to be careful with that. Also, I'll just place the battens back in her hand. There you go. Obviously you've got Jyn Erso underneath in the Imperial ground crew disguise. Very cool indeed. Also on both shoulders she does come with Imperial logo, so you've got one on the left and one on the right. Obviously the bit at the back for the battens, the chest plate, the boots and the knee pads and everything, which is very cool. I'll give you a zoom in just to show you the detail of Sergeant Jyn Erso in action. Obviously very nice sculpted head sculpt. I believe this is a different head sculpt than the two figures of Jyn Erso released in the wave. Obviously the one in Edu and Jedi are slightly different. Obviously, like I said, you've got all the stuff at the front, a belt and all the bits and bobs. The battens in her hand, just turn it round, you've obviously got that part there and everything. You've got her knee pads, her boots and everything. Just remove the battens as well. Place it over the head, push the arms down and you can have her like that. Obviously she looks great alongside K2, and eventually if Hasbro do it, release a Captain Cassian Andor but in an Imperial disguise and you can recreate the scene on Scarif. Obviously, like I said, this is her appearance on Scarif. Obviously 2 Stormtroopers, an Imperial officer, an Imperial ground crew obviously go on the ship to see what's happening. The crew knock out the 2 Stormtroopers and the officer and the Imperial ground crew. The Stormtroopers are knocked out. Jyn disguises herself as this, an Imperial ground crew, and Cassian disguises himself as an Imperial officer. But very nice sculpted detail on the figure. And obviously, the only thing I have a slight issue with this figure, it'd be nice if they had a helmet like this, but also you can move the visor down and up so you can recreate a scene in Rogue One. But apart from that, I'm very pleased with this figure. Finally pleased to pick it up. And apart from that, Sergeant Jyn Erso in an Imperial ground crew disguise. It's a nice figure. So this has been Sergeant Jyn Erso in the Imperial ground crew disguise. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I'll be back with another Star Wars review very soon. I'll just give you one last look at the head sculpt. Very nice indeed. So this has been Sergeant Jyn Erso. I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I'll be back with another Star Wars review very soon. If you want to see more of me, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you very soon. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, have a nice day, and may the Force be with you.